Welcome to Guerin's Manufactured Homes, family-owned and operated since 1955, located at 9622 Pendleton Pike in Indianapolis. We invite you to take a look at our manufactured homes and all of our wonderful Indianapolis communities by visiting our website, Guerin Homes, COHRONHOMES.com, and clicking on the community of your interest. GuerinHomes.com or call today at 317-897-1043. Guerin's Manufactured Homes.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory. Thousands of people get jobs here from all of these diverse backgrounds. We're helping write that story of that better future that we know they can get, we know that they deserve.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
Thanks to Ray Marketing for underwriting this sports program on IndianaSRN.org. You can contact Jess at 317-782-0904. Need a uniform, silk screening, even banners? Contact Ray. He's your man, Ray Marketing, 317-782-0904 or online at raymarketing.com. Today's games brought to you by Shin Technology Service Corporation. Technology is about humans and not about machines. Dave and his crew has provided 27 years of software needs. Give them a call. Shin Technology Service Corporation. You may reach him by phone at 317-545-3650 or shintechnology.com. For more information, contact Dave, 317-545-3650. You're listening to Indiana SRN, God's Word 24/7 and sports.
Hello and welcome back to Covenant Christian High School. This is the Guerin Manufactured Homes pregame show. Guerin Manufactured Homes since 1955. Give them a buzz, 1-800-624-9399. We're getting you set for Guerin Catholic and Covenant Christian. Some boys varsity basketball. Going to beat out the Blizzard. We're going to have a great game for you. We're going to check out the lineups, beginning with the visitors. Guerin Catholic, they enter tonight at 8-5. Coach Bobby Allen, this is his first year at Guerin. He's 64-79 overall. They average 61.2 points per game. They are allowing 55.6. They are, according to Jeff Sagarin's rankings, the 23rd team, best team in 3A. They will be starting a man who can hit the deep ball, and he's made a three in every game this year except for one. Their point guard, number one, Kean Sills. He's a 6-foot senior, averaging 13.2 points per game. Joining him with some offensive production in double figures all of the last 6 games, also except for one, is number 3, Joseph Babilia. He's a 5'9" sophomore guard, averaging 9.4 points per game. A main man in the front court, number 4, junior Bernie McGinnis, 6'1" forward, averaging 14.2 points per game. As Brent said, he is the leading scorer for the Golden Eagles. Rounding out the lineup, number 12, Luke Godfrey, a 6'1" senior guard, averaging 9.5 points per game. Another threat from deep where he shoots 30%. And a sophomore getting the start, number 32, Matthew Gillis, standing 6'1". He's averaging 3.8 points per game. He does his damage, Brent, on the boards.
Yeah, he does. You know, and you mentioned is obviously Sills, probably their best player, second leading scorer, one of their better players. He's very athletic, can shoot it. He's got to stay out of foul trouble. Is very aggressive on the defensive end. McGinnis, really good player, right place, right time type player. You know, Godfrey and Babilia, very solid. Babilia needs to handle the pressure that Covenant Christian lays on him today. Of course, that full court pressure is going to be something hard, and he does have a tendency to turn the ball over a little bit. And then aside from that, it's a chance for Matthew Gillis to step up. And with this opportunity, he's been kind of a half starter, half bench player for this Guerin Catholic team. In the starting lineup tonight, is he going to take advantage and really try to take that next step and cement himself as one of the starting 5? It's a good up and down lineup. Like to shoot the basketball and shoot it very well.
And as Brent said, not only do they shoot it well, they are on a winning streak of sorts, winners of 4 of their last 5. On the flip side, the home team, Covenant Christian, the Warriors are 5-5. Just satisfying, not really the most satisfying 5-5. They started 4-0 before losing all but their one game in the last 6. Their head coach is Scott Flatt, 140 and 159 in 14 years here at Covenant Christian. The Warriors are the 21st ranked team in 2A according to the Sagarin rankings. They average explosive offense potential. They like to turn teams over and they capitalize on it. 71.5 points per game. They're allowing 64.9. Their starting lineup, the main offensive weapon that we're expecting is the 14 points per game provided by number 3, the coach's son, Trey Flatt. He's a 6-foot sophomore guard. Joining him, a defensive specialist, although he was showing some offense last game, number 4, freshman Brock Buckley. He's a 6'1 guard, averaging 6.2 points per game. The other guard, number 10, a junior, 5'10", Ethan Maudlin, averaging 3.2. A good glue guy, number 11, Ben Bradley, a 6-foot sophomore, averaging 4 points per game. And then the main guy by default down low, number 23, Noah Hedrick, a 6'4 junior, averaging almost 11 points per game.
Yeah, very, very good team defensively. This is probably one of their better defensive lineups with the Buckley in there, with Maudlin up there, really good on-ball defenders. You lose a lot of scoring in Cam Shurik and Sam Fulbright, but still, you've got the ability to really have your defense lead to offense, and this is a really good lineup defensively. We'll see if that offense can follow with the fact that they can really defend well and draw turnovers. You need to add in the scoring factor with those two big names out.
We're going to step away and we're going to get you set for the game, but first we'll pause for the national anthem. We'll be back with Guerin Catholic and Covenant Christian on Indiana SRN. We are always in the game.
Indiana SRN wants to thank all of our brave soldiers, sailors, and airmen for their dedication, service, and sacrifice for defending our freedoms and way of life. Indiana SRN wants to thank you for serving our country and risking your lives for our freedoms. May God guide and protect you in all that you do for our families. Stay strong and know we are praying and thinking of you all every day. God bless our military and the United States of America.
Welcome to Scott's Daily Word with Pastor Scott Longyear. Each day, we focus on what God has to say to us through one single word.
Here's our word for today, the word investment. And I don't want to think of it in terms of financial investment, but think about it in terms of time investment. Are the things that you're doing having an investment in a great future? In John chapter 5, in verse 27, says this: do not work for food that spoils, but for food that endures to eternal life. What the author is saying there is, don't invest yourself for food that just spoils, but invest yourself for things that endure to eternal life. Are the things that you'll do today, do they have an investment in the future? Do they have an investment in eternity? Are you helping people on their walk with Christ? Are you investing into your kids in terms of their spiritual walk? Make great investments that have spiritual dividends.
This broadcast is for the entertainment of our radio listening audience. Any rebroadcast of Indiana SRN Sports without the express written consent of Sports Radio Network is prohibited. The announcers of these games are selected by Indiana SRN. If you have any questions about Indiana SRN or like to underwrite a sporting event, you may contact Mr. Wizard at jerry@indianasrn.org.
Hi, everybody. It's Bob Lovell, and you're listening to the Game of the Week on Indiana SRN. And don't forget to tune in to Indiana Sports Talk right after the game. And also, don't forget to go to indianasportstalk.com to find the affiliate in your area.
You're listening to Indiana SRN.
Life Centers offers love and compassion to all women and men who come through our 8 centers. The goal of this love and compassion is that we would not only save babies from abortion, but also transform lives and create families. The forms of this love and compassion are our services. All of our services are offered free of charge to our clients. To learn more about Life Centers, contact us at lifecenters.com or call us at 317-280-2635. Life Centers. We choose compassion.
You're listening to Indiana SRN, home for God's Word 24/7 and Sports.
Welcome back. High above Andrew Smith Court here at Covenant Christian High School in Indianapolis. Jonathan Mathis, Brent Young alongside to bring you Guerin Catholic and Covenant Christian boys basketball here on a Friday night. It has been 3,647 days since the last time Guerin Catholic played Covenant Christian. Guerin won that matchup nearly almost exactly 10 years ago, 70-64. Guerin is 2-0 against Covenant Christian in their obviously brief history, but this is a Circle City Conference matchup, Brent, and two teams looking to move up from the cellar.
Yeah, and you mentioned it. These teams don't know each other. This is a fresh thing. Remember, Covenant came on late onto the Circle City Conference, so Guerin obviously has been a fixture in that seat. So Covenant trying to really come in with a bang and play this Guerin Catholic team, and they have the opportunity. We were talking with Coach Flatt before the city tournament draw already came out, and the reason that Covenant does not have a higher seed and they have to face the gauntlet of the Cathedral Fighting Irish in round 2 is because they weren't able to take down two big-time teams in the CCC. So this is now time to try and get a staple and really stamp your name down and say, hey, you know what? We haven't played since 2009. Let's take this win home 9 years later.
Starting for Guerin Catholic, as we gave you, is Kean Sills, Joseph Babilia, Bernie McGinnis, Luke Godfrey, and Matthew Gillis. Guerin Catholic is wearing their traditional purple with trimmed in gold. The numerals are gold. The tip is all the way into the backcourt, saved by Ben Bradley. Covenant Christian has Bradley, Maudlin, Trey Flatt, Noah Hedrick, and Brock Buckley as the whistle blows for the first time. Covenant Christian wearing all white with green, forest green numerals and says Warriors across the chest. And we will be sitting, as we said earlier, high above Andrew Smith Court, a genuflecting warrior looking like someone from the Spartans or Athenian side of Greece is laying on the floor at center court before us. Trey Flatt working towards our left from the free throw line, misses his first attempt of the game, is slapped out of bounds by Ethan Maudlin, but it is going to go to Guerin Catholic. They'll be going from our left to our right.
Full court press now being put on by Covenant, and we'll see if they can get a couple turnovers here early in the basketball game.
If they're able to do that, Brent, that's going to be a good recipe for success for the Warriors. Guerin breaks the press. It's Luke Godfrey on the left side of the arc. He's going to work it across the Covenant Christian bench now, pierces through the lane, sets up McGinnis, who gets it off the glass and in. A nice roll underneath. 2-0 is the lead for Guerin Catholic. And our first whistle of the game as Trey Flatt was trying to drive by Kean Sills. It's off the ball as the foul. Bernie McGinnis. First team foul, first foul of anyone in this game.
Yeah, it's not good. It's number one leading scorer, obviously him and Sills, a bit of a 1-2 punch, but him picking up the foul not even a minute into the game, that's not a good sign.
2-3 zone deployed by Guerin Catholic in their purple uniforms with the gold numerals and lettering. Covenant Christian working the ball around the perimeter, kind of like a Twilight Zone clock. It's going forward, backwards, all over, but they haven't been able to get it inside to Hedrick yet. To the left side is Ethan Maudlin. He's working it towards the top. Now he finds Hedrick in the left corner. Back up top to Maudlin and around to Buckley, looking to go inside. They just can't get through the Golden Eagle defense, can they, Brent?
Yeah, I mean, the teeth of the zone. You got to get it to the high post. You got to get right there at the foul line. They have Flatt flashing to it, but he's not doing anything. You got to stand there and demand the ball.
He popped it in, kicks out to Buckley, and he thinks better of it, giving it to Maudlin. A minute and a half gone. Covenant Christian working a lot of clock, not being able to find a good shot yet. Patience looking to be a virtue here early in this one, as Guerin Catholic is just trying to trust that the Warriors don't have the firepower to shoot over the zone.
And Covenant's already gotten, I believe, 3 shot clock violations.
And Flatt, he will now go inside, and he misses. 2 attempts by Flatt, 2 bricks, and here comes Kean Sills. Pops it from the free throw line, extended, no good. Rebound, nice save by McGinnis into the coffin corner. Flatt applies pressure on Sills. He dumped it down low to McGinnis, who lost the ball. Good defense by Brock Buckley. And now into the corner is Noah Hedrick. He dribbles through his legs, kicks it to Buckley, back to Hedrick in the right corner, right in front of the Guerin Catholic bench. And the Warriors now will swing it back around. Buckley will try a 3. It's good.
They switched defenses there. I thought they had a really good possession in the 2-3 zone. I don't know why they decided to go back to man, but great 3 by Buckley.
5.5 to go here in this opening quarter. 3-2. It's a baseball score. Guerin Catholic had some trouble with McGinnis getting trapped by 2 Warriors in the corner, but they are able to work out of it, and Luke Godfrey hits the 3 from the right side.
30% three-point shooter, one of the lowest on the teams, and he looked like he shot that one with the confidence of a 40% three-point shooter.
Flat applied some pressure on Trey Flat. The Warriors are able to work it around as Hedrick going baseline, right hand up, and yes.
He needed that. That's a big-time shot, and then stepping on the line, trying to pass that one in. That's because of that full-court pressure. Not expecting it was Bernie McGinnis, and then takes a step forward as if to pass it in, sees the defense is reacting quickly, and steps on the line and turnover right back to Covenant.
An absent-minded mistake, and now Covenant Christian will inbound the ball underneath their own basket, pops it up to Trey Flat at the free throw line. He likes it here, kicks it to Bradley, who goes to Buckley. A couple of B's here as they swing it around. Hedrick top of the key, down to Brock Buckley into the corner. Ethan Modlin thought about a 3, but now we'll go to Hedrick. And here's the patient Covenant Christian Warriors finding a shot in the paint. Was Bradley. It's no good. Kean Sills has the rebound with number 1 on his back. In gold, works towards in the middle of the paint. Pops a J, but he traveled.
Yeah, just a little bit too quick. Didn't put the feet down before he got it. Gotta get the puppies in order before you take a couple of steps like that. But a travel, 5-5. You got a nickel, the double nickel, a big-time penny.
4.5 to go here in this opening quarter, brought to you by Kim Mountain Pest Control. And now Covenant Christian, before the read could be read, Hedrick a 3. It's no good. Gillis the rebound for Guerin Catholic. And here comes Babilia. He flips it up to Godfrey, and he will dribble into the paint, circle it out almost back to midcourt, and carried. That was bound to happen.
Yeah, I should have handed it off to Babilia there, but instead decided to keep on trying to dribble a little fake handoff with that. Though you got to keep your hand above the basketball and set a bit of a carry, and you'll get away with that in the NBA, the National Basketball Association, but not the IHSAA.
1 lead change so far. It's a 5-5 game with 4 minutes to go in this opening quarter, brought to you by Kim Mountain Pest Control. Flat swings it across the perimeter to Modlin, back to Bradley. It goes back into the capable hands of Trey Flat before he quickly distributes it out to Bradley. Hedrick thought about a 3. Bradley will drive, kicks it. Modlin will take one. It hit the side of the rim before rimming out. Buckley couldn't snare the rebound. Nice. Flat is able to fight and get it in.
Trey Flat did not give up on it, and that's because this team has high-pressure defense in the full-court possession right there. Usually defense will get back quickly, but right there he was there for the steal.
Bobilia almost had the ball stolen, almost dribbled off his foot, but instead Kean Sills tries a 3. It bounced off the rim twice. McGinnis flung it up over on a rebound attempt, and now Modlin streaking down the right side of the court in front of Guerin Catholic's bench. Picks up his dribble, dumps it off to Hedrick, and Modlin was wide open. Will take this one. It's in and out from about 13 feet above the rim, and here comes Godfrey. Flat pokes it away from behind. It might be off of Godfrey. It's right in front of the Covenant Christian student section, and everyone's moving the opposite way. Covenant Christian has been the much more aggressive team so far this game.
Yeah, Modlin's 1 for 7 from three-point range on the season, so he, of course, does not want to take that outside shot after he missed one earlier in this game. But you're wide open at the top of the key. You cannot get a better look at a three-point shot than he had right there. Take the step in, good defensive reaction. That's the reason why he missed the 2.
A couple minutes inside 3. It is 7-5 in favor of Covenant Christian, the home team in white. There were a couple subs for Guerin Catholic, Josh Osborne and Matt Parental. He subbed in and got a steal underneath, setting up McGinnis, and now here comes Babilia. It's Kean Sills, right side in front of the student section for Covenant Christian. Back up top, Babilia, deep 3, NBA range, it's good.
That play on defense by Matt Parental was just fantastic. A great job deflecting that alley-oop attempt.
Flat a quick 3 on the opposite end. Guerin Catholic now on the rebound with 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. A 1-point lead, the second lead change of the game. And a dangerous pass into the corner. Covenant Christian wants you to take those, and another Golden Eagle turnover.
That was good defense there. I didn't like the three-pointer by Trey Flat on that previous offensive possession. No one was there for the offensive rebound. You got to let your team get there. You have the open look for a second, but you got to get something going towards the basket.
We have a whistle and a warning, I believe. I think Bobby Allen got scolded by the referee.
Yeah, giving him a warning, and now he's going to tee him up. Wow.
All right, so that would be the second team foul. Technical on Coach Bobby Allen.
And, that's just something to get your team fired up this early in the basketball game. You've got a 1-point lead, so it might not be the most adverse time to truly try and get that technical foul. But, he saw something he didn't like. He saw something that didn't go his way a couple of times, and he wants to say something about it. There were a couple of 50-50 calls that didn't go his way. One was right here where they decided to give the possession to Covenant out of bounds, where you weren't too sure which one it was going to be. And I don't know what the discretion is.
This is interesting. So Trey Flatt made the first free throw, but he stepped on the line, so they're letting him try it again, and true to form, he made it.
Oh yeah. So was it 1 for 2 then?
I think it counts as. And in any event, he has 3 points.
Yeah.
The game is tied at 8 with 2 minutes 14 seconds to go.
So he stepped on the line for the first of the 2 free throws. And that's strange. Very strange. He's the only one there on an island, and he makes that tiny mistake. I'm sure Coach Flatt, if they win this game, he'll joke about it. If not, he might have to remind old Trey about that one.
Long car ride home. Bradley, Maudlin in front of the Guerin bench, back up to Bradley. Top of the key, left side, into the corner is Buckley. Now it's Flatt. He flings it over. Baseball pass style to Maudlin. Picks up his dribble, dumps it to Flatt with his red hair in the ponytail springing behind him. Maudlin steps it in a couple feet behind the free throw line. Warriors, they're good ball movement. They're working around the perimeter, and Guerin Catholic's defense is very strong. It's been so all game long, and it's going to be a challenge for the Warriors looking to get a good shot, Brent. Hedrick, right side, in the corner, up top Maudlin, swinging it around to Buckley. It's back and forth, swiveling around the perimeter. The Warriors looking for something, anything. Hedrick, maybe, no. Buckley, nope. Maudlin, down low, Flatt, trying to get into the teeth of the zone. They can't do it yet. And with 1 minute, 10 seconds to go, finally it's Bradley with the right hand. That's no good. McGinnis the rebound for the Golden Eagles of Guerin. And Babilia will let everything set up in the half court.
Yeah, in the state of Indiana and a lot of states in high school basketball, there's no shot clock, so you can truly run that down until you get the best open shot, and they did there.
McGinnis wastes no time on his end, getting his 4th point of the game, and Guerin Catholic leads by 2, the 3rd lead change of this affair. And now the Warriors with 40 seconds to work. You're not going to imagine they're going to be in too big a rush to use any this time.
Hey, the defense has been more active for Guerin with the arms up, hand in the face with the catch. They kind of sucked that 2-3 in, and a great pass. You got to look to shoot that one.
Buckley should have taken it, but there have been a couple moments like that where Buckley had it in the paint, didn't move. It's a violation, and then he passed it out. And we saw that earlier with Maudlin having an open 3 that he could have taken and passed up on it and then missed what was a tougher shot.
That's what happens when you run into something like this. You don't have 2 starters on the court, two of the leaders on your team. Both of them are juniors, the veteran players. You're going to run into some issues like that.
Cameron Oswald, welcome to the game. He passes it up to Osborne, and his shot was blocked by the new substitute for Covenant Christian, Gus Chikamba.
Gus Chikamba, highly emotional, a big-time defensive player, can also handle the basketball as well. Look for him to keep his mental in check and really fire it up defensively.
14 and 4/10 seconds left here in the Kim Mountain Pest Control first quarter. It's Osgood. He doinks it off of Buckley's head. It's McGinnis now off that Karam, and then he misses, but it's off of Parento's hands out of bounds underneath the Guerin basket. Turnover with 6 and 6/10 seconds, and Covenant Christian has an opportunity here. It'll be Chikamba flinging up the pass. It is Bradley. It's Buckley in the corner for 3. It's no good. It bounced off the rim a couple times before falling harmlessly to the ground. Guerin Catholic leads Covenant Christian 10-8 at the end of 1 on Indiana SRN. We're always in the game.
If you find yourself confronted by unwanted pests in your home or office, then you need to contact the professionals at Kim Mountain Pest Control. We offer quality pest control solutions at an affordable price. We specialize in ants and termites. We're also available to handle a variety of other pests, including roaches, fleas, and flying insects, as well as rats and mice. Don't wait until pests cause severe damage to your home or property. Contact the team of experts at Kim Mountain Pest Control today.
You called us because you're stressed from all that clutter taking up your space. The best part is we do all the heavy lifting for you, so you can just sit back and relax. Our hunks call at least 20 to 30 minutes prior to your appointment window. You don't need to lift a finger except to point what items you would like us to haul away. Thanks again for choosing College Hunks Hauling Junk, and we look forward to providing you with a stress-free hauling experience.
You're listening to Indiana SRN.
Welcome back to Covenant Christian High School. Jonathan Mathis and Brent Young are with you, and we want to give you a friendly reminder from our friends at Hoosier Basketball Magazine. You can purchase Hoosier Basketball Magazine at HoosierBasketballMagazine.com, a very aptly named website, or you can pick up a copy at locations across the state, including Barnes & Nobles, Kroger, Meijer, and Payless supermarkets. Give them a buzz at 317-925-8200 for more information about Hoosier Basketball Magazine. That is a very reliable source for all basketball information around the state. Then we're getting ready for you for another quarter of basketball action here at Covenant Christian High School. It's the Burtner Electric second quarter. Serving you as the #1 priority. Contact us at 317-773-7663. Guerin Catholic moving left to right. Over at our right side, Parento underneath. His layup was no good. Rolling off the rim. He battled for the rebound. He lost it. Chikamba had it. Fighting for it was Osborne, and he threw it off the throat of Chikamba, who shrugged it off like it was nothing, but the ball stays with Guerin Catholic.
Yeah, let's see who can win the second quarter. That first quarter was dominated defensively on both sides. The second quarter, though, this one might start to open up as you get the bench players into the game, as well as different adjustments on both sides.
Parento dumps it to Osborne about 25 feet away from the basket. He looks for Babilia on the right side of the bend in the three-point arc, picks up his dribble, dumps it down to Parento, right hand, yeah.
Great pick and roll there. You saw on the side, just a one-side two-man game. A great pick and a fantastic roll. Parento lays it in for easy two.
It is a 4-point lead, the biggest lead of the game for either team. Trey Fatt looks to cut that down. He can't. He misses a three from the right side in front of the Guerin bench. Babilia to Osborne, and a foul. A little too aggressive, Trey Fatt. That can plague him at times, Brent Young.
Yeah, frustration foul. He thought he got fouled on the three-point attempt, and so he tries to go and respond defensively by getting a pick six of his own, but instead he picks up the foul. Just got to calm down and realize you might get the next call.
Osborne flings a reckless pass that Cameron Oswald tried to chase down, but it was to no avail. Covenant Christian gets the ball underneath the Guerin basket as a couple starters check back in for the Golden Eagles.
Defense continues to be the story of the game. These two teams, they come in, they like to score the basketball a little bit on both sides, but right now it's been defense truly, both sides dominant.
Chikamba, Bradley, now to Buckley. Joining them is Jonah Bronger and Trey Flatt. Those are the five for Covenant Christian at the moment, and a 3-second violation against one of those five. I believe it was Trey Flatt.
You're going to get Bronger with that one. He's a good player with his physicality and his ability to really try and charge it up when he needs to, but he also has some lapses where he hangs out right there. Got a 3-second in the lane call. A very good football player. Got to use that mentality, set some screens, get some good action going on both sides.
For Guerin Catholic now in their half-court set, it's Sills, Parento, McGinnis, Osgood, and this man in the corner, Luke Godfrey, pump fake to three, dribbles out of it, dumps it down to McGinnis. He's great there, and he lays it off the glass and in.
Again, it's the pick and roll. Just a fantastic job with the pick and then the roll. Two-man game on the same side. Second time they've done it, this time on the left side.
6-point lead for Guerin Catholic with almost 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Bronger in the teeth of the defense, kicks it to Flatt. Doesn't look for a three. Chikamba thought about it. Shelton, who just checked in, passes it into the paint to Flatt, and a whistle and a foul against Guerin.
Hey, Brendan's going to pick that one up, but that's just because a great job by Covenant getting a good entry pass into the teeth of the zone, and when you do that, the defense collapses, and you're going to get a foul or be able to kick it back out. And a great job by Flatt holding on to that one and getting the foul call.
He had 17 points in the last game. He's got 3 for the moment. Buckley checks it in. Shelton takes a 3 from the top. It clanged off the back of the rim. Godfrey is able to save it, flings it to Gus Chikamba, Covenant Christian. No defense back that time. Trey Flatt gets an easy bunny.
Oh, wow. Defense.
Godfrey on the attack for Guerin Catholic. It's a 14-10 game. Covenant finally is able to cut into that what was an increasing lead to stem the bleeding a little bit. Sills almost slides the pivot foot, but he slides a pass to Godfrey. He misses a three from the right side. Here comes Flatt driving down Osgood, and he fell down, and they're going to say it is off of Covenant Christian. And I thought for a second we might have seen another coach's tech, but we didn't.
Yeah, I think that that was the opportunity to return the favor with the technical foul call for Coach Scotty Flatt. And he's got a little bit of a case, I do think that Guerin Catholic, Cameron Oswald was kind of riding him down the sideline, but also Flatt kind of lost his footing.
Hold on, here's a steal from Bronger, and he lays it in. The pass hung in the air, and Bronger's able to pick it off like the football player he is. And now the lead is cut to 2, 14-12 with 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in this second quarter. Brought to you by Burtner Electric. Sills takes a jumper, hit the glass, hit the front of the rim. Parento couldn't get the go, tries it again, and this time the friendly low follows.
Matt Parento, he's just the tallest player on the court right now.
An offensive foul. Gus Chikamba, sorry to cut in, Brent, but he extended that arm, and this could be something. We got to see Chikamba be able to keep his head here.
Yeah. He's going to pull him out right away. Coach Flatt is a fantastic decision. Get Modlin back in the basketball game, kind of slow down the pace a little bit. Also get the cool head of Gus Chikamba down.
The inbound into the deep back court is Sills for Guerin Catholic. He's guarded by Buckley. Right side of the arc, picked up his dribble to McGinnis on the free throw line. Nice give and go to Babilia, but he can't get the layup to fall. Parento, he gets it, and it has a foul as well. 6 points for the center off the bench.
Yeah, you look at it, that was just a simple case where it was a beautiful set play. And when you have a beautiful set play, it's going to get the defense out of sorts. And, the layup should have been in by Babilia. Instead, it leads to defense out of position, and no one gets a body on Parento, and he's able to grab the rebound, stick it back up, and get the three-point play. So, it was a beautiful set play, and then the Warriors were not able to respond after the miss.
With 4:40 on the clock, Parento looks to get the free throw. He is no good. He's a 50% free throw shooter. He has 6 points. The lead is 6, 18-12. Flatt to Modlin. Looks to Shelton, top of the key. They want to go into Bronger, but they haven't been able to get it to him yet. Shelton will take a three off a Modlin pass. It hit the back of the rim, no good. Sills the rebound, and moving towards our right is the team in purple, the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles. Sills picks up his dribble, dumps it down. Parento, why not? Up top, Babilia, he's dangerous. And he misses a three. And Parento goes over the back of Flatt, drawing his second personal foul of this half.
Just a brilliant box out there by Coach Scotty Flatt's son, Trey. Trey was able to get a body on him. Trey got the tray, and I like it. The tray, number 3, Trey Flatt. Trey, Mr. Scotty Flatt.
I couldn't say it better myself.
I agree.
Subbing in, Cameron Weitzel for Guerin Catholic. He wears number 14. He's a junior. Speaking of the Flatt rap song, Trey Flatt will bring it up, dumps it to Modlin, across the court to Shelton, back to Modlin. He's open for three, he hesitates, and he loses it, dumping it down to Hedrick instead. Flatt thinks about a three, but a double team pops over to dissuade him. Modlin pump fakes a three, slaps away an arm from Osgood. And now it's up top to Modlin again, around to Shelton, wanting to go inside. They can't. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 18-12 the score as Hedrick dumps it in confusion. Bronger and Flatt both caught it. Bronger had to dive on the floor to save it as both release their hands. It's a J in the paint from Shelton, and that's good.
I'm proud of Graham Shelton there. He boiked 2-3 balls. He still looked at the basket, knocked down the 2.
Oswald dumps it down to McGinnis. Pivot, good.
Bernie knocks it in. That's a nice job there by Bernie McGinnis. I like that name.
20-14 with about 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Brought to you by Burtner Electric. Flung the pass over his head to Shelton was Modlin. He gets it back via Trey Flatt into the corner. It's Hedrick dumping it down to Bronger. Not looking to shoot, looking to pass around the bend of the three-point arc. It ends up in Shelton's hands. Maudlin not looking to shoot. Very hesitant offensively is Ethan Maudlin, one of the juniors that Coach Flatt is looking to step up for the Warriors. Now 2.5 to go here in the second quarter. Trey Flatt in front of the Guerin bench, dumps it down into the corner to Hedrick. Hedrick gets it back from Bronger, fires a three. It misses the rim and everything. Sills the rebound, looking to build a 6-point lead. Currently their best. He's tied up, shoves off Flatt, jump ball called. Both sides wanted a foul.
Yeah, not happy was the Guerin sideline. Coach Bobby Allen, shout out Cathedral alum, go Irish. But Bobby Allen, he's not able to get up off his chair as exuberant as he wished he could, or else he's out of this game and out of the next game as well. So a good job keeping his head on that one.
We have a timeout. We're going to take one too. This is Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Craving comfort fresh food made from scratch daily? Check out Aspen Creek Grill. Located across from Hamilton Town Center and beside the Holiday Inn, we offer family farm-raised premium black Agnes steaks hand-cut daily, creamy pastas, salmon chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Start with our famous powwow shrimp appetizer, and don't miss our refreshing drinks. Family-friendly or a great night out with friends. Aspen Creek Grill. Aspen Creek Grill, Noblesville. Call 317-559-3300.
Hi, When you're not listening to sports on Indiana SRN, listen to contemporary uplifting music 24/7. We have something for everyone.
Including Guerin Catholic and Covenant Christian basketball. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the Burtner Electric second quarter. Covenant Christian working from our right to our left into the corner. Ethan Maudlin, they trail by 6 points, 20-14. The visitors for Guerin Catholic, their defense has been stout, and they almost got a steal from Chikamba. He flings it to Bradley. It is an over and back, and it will go to the Golden Eagles. A timeout wasted by Covenant Christian.
And Coach Flatt doesn't like the call. He's saying it got deflected, and he might have a case. It might be one of those where you head to the monitor, but hold up, this is high school basketball. There is no monitor, so they cannot check that, and it's going to be an over and back call, and it's going to be an out possession going to Guerin Catholic. And with a 6-point lead, if they're able to extend it here, that's a little bit of a danger zone. You got to be able to respond if you are Covenant Christian, get a defensive stop.
Bobilia will hand it off to Oswald. He'll drive into the paint, kicks it to Godfrey. Back down Hedrick before swinging up to the top of the key to Bobilia. He gets it back after a pass went to Stills. Now into the corner, Bobilia. Dribbled behind his back. Pressured by Ben Bradley, an excellent defender for Covenant Christian in his own right. Bobilia now catches a screen from Godfrey. Gives it back to Godfrey in the right corner. Around the perimeter is the Golden Eagles. They look to pass. Oswald drives in. The pass was bobbled to McGinnis. Didn't matter. He gets it to go. 10 points for Bernie McGinnis.
Hey, McGinnis is playing very well. He's stepping up for Guerin. Kind of a quiet start to the game for Sills, and McGinnis has really picked up the slack.
8-point lead, the biggest of the game for either team, is what Guerin Catholic is sitting on at the moment. Down low baseline, Chikamba give and go to Flat. The ball is stripped away. It is Osborne who came up with it. He gives it up to Sills left side. Back to Osborne, up top to Bobilio. Not looking to shoot. Godfrey dumps it down low. McGinnis has been reliable. He pivots towards the baseline, but Hedrick pierces it away, and now Guerin Catholic has to reset all the way deep in their backcourt. And driving is Osborne, and he's fouled by Chikamba.
They're going to get the foul on the floor. But you saw right there, great defense by Hedrick down low. They got the ball to McGinnis. McGinnis had to pass it out, and almost a turnover by Trey Flatt, tipping that to himself. But right now it's Covenant. They're missing that catalyst offensively, that Cameron Shurig that can go get them a bucket, or that Sam Fulbright that can knock down a big three from the outside. And it's really showing in this one. We'll see if because that was a bad pass by Gus Chikamba, trying to thread the needle and find a cutting Trey Flatt. But either way, they're still in the basketball game, but they need a stop, and they need to get point production.
Timeout on the floor, which will let us talk to you about some important stuff. Indiana SRN will bring you a webcast of the Boys Varsity City Alliance semifinal. That's next Saturday, January 19th, beginning at 6 p.m. And then it's a semifinal, so there's two. 8 p.m. is the second one. As Ernie Banks said, we're going to play two on that Saturday. The finals are Monday, January 21st, also webcasted at 8 p.m. The webcast is available at indianasrn.org. It's brought to you by three places: CIV LED Lighting Solutions, Piper Logistics, and the family of networks at Indiana SRN. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game. So with 52 and 3/10 seconds remaining in this first half, Guerin Catholic looks to build on their biggest lead of the game. McGinnis will pop one a couple steps inside the free throw line. No good. Hedrick the rebound. Bradley, right side of the court, right in front of the scorer's table, gives it to Buckley, but Buckley took his eyes off the ball. It's Babilia the other way. Right-hander, wild shot, no good. The follow-up by Davis. Schlichty's good. All right, off the bench and into the scoring book.
Yeah, wow.
10-point lead for Guerin Catholic. 24 seconds to go. Covenant Christian needing something positive to build on going into the first half. A first half dominated by the visitors from Guerin Catholic. Bradley, left side, up top to flat, working for the last shot. There's 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bradley not really a threat to shoot. Chicombo will fire. Now he gives it back to Bradley, to Buckley, into the teeth. Hedrick, he draws a foul with a second to go, and it goes, and he's going to have another one at the line.
That's just a brilliant job, not giving up, staying with it, and then finally finding a crease and an opening, and Hedrick having the ability to force that one up through contact, head to the free throw line. You know what? In a game where you probably should be down by 10 points with the way that you've been playing, you have a chance to knock down a free throw, get within 7.
Here it is. Hedrick at the line. The foul was on Josh Osborne. His first. Dribbles it twice, fires, and it's perfect. The 50% free throw shooter looked like 100% there. He leaves it all the way across the court, and Noah Hedrick there to make the stop and secure a 7-point deficit, which is great, all things considered, after this first half. The first half does end. We're getting you set for the Lawrence Baking Company halftime show. Fresh baked donuts every day. 317-897-6850. Guerin Catholic leads Covenant Christian 24-17 on Indiana SRN. We are always in the game.
Hoosier Basketball Magazine is a 256-page comprehensive survey of all boys and girls high school, men's and women's college, and professional basketball throughout Indiana. Follow Hoosier Basketball Magazine on Twitter at HBB Magazine. For details and or information about the 2018-19 Hoosier Basketball Magazine or about back issues of the same, contact the office at 317-925-8200. Hoosier Basketball Magazine, Indiana's basketball encyclopedia.
Right now it's time for the Artist Spotlight.
I've been trying to make sense of the sorrow that I feel, holding on for life to the only thing that's real. I've only scratched the surface, I've barely had a taste, but just a glimpse draws my heart to change, and one side of you lays my sin to waste. I don't need to see everything, just more of you. Take it all away, magnify no other name. Open up my eyes to you. Take it all away, magnify no other name. Open up my eyes to you. My sight is incomplete, and I made you look small. I've been staring at my problems for way too long. Realign where my hope is set, until you're all that's left. But just a glimpse draws my heart to change, and one side of you lays my sin to waste. I don't need to see everything, just more of you. Take it all away, magnify no other name. Open up my eyes to you. Take it all away, magnify no other name. Open up my eyes to you. God, be greater than the worries in my might be louder. Let your glory come alive, be magnified. Be magnified. Take it all away. Magnify no other name. Open up my eyes to you. Open up my eyes. Take it all away. Magnify no other name. Open up my eyes to you. To you.
At Lawrence Baking Company, we'll provide you with wholesale bakery products on bulk orders. If you have a special occasion coming up, don't worry. You'll get first-rate bakery products at affordable prices. Treat your taste buds by savoring our delicious bakery products that include donuts, Danish pastries, cookies, muffins, pies, and bagels. We also provide delivery services at $3. If you're unable to reach us, our skilled crew will come to you with your order.
Lawrence Baking Company, 317-897-6850.
Hi, everybody. It's Bob Lovell, and you're listening to the Game of the Week on Indiana SRN. And don't forget to tune into Indiana Sports Talk right after the game. And also, don't forget to go to indianasportstalk.com to find the affiliate in your area.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You're listening to IndianaSRN.org.
Welcome back, everybody. High above Andrew Smith Court here at Covenant Christian High School. I'm Jonathan Mathis. Brent Young is to my right. This is the Lawrence Baking Company halftime show. Fresh baked donuts every day. 317-897-6850. Some first half stats of note for you. 8 Covenant Christian Warriors have played, 10 for Guerin Catholic. Guerin Catholic does lead 24-17. Should have said that first. But anyway, here we go. Guerin Catholic, of the 10 players who've played, 5 have scored. The leading scorer, Bernie McGinnis, has been dominant. He has 10 points, 6 points for Matt Parento off the bench, 3 apiece for Joseph Babilia and Luke Godfrey, 2 for Davis Schlichty. He got those late. He got those 2 off the bench. For Covenant Christian, of the 8 players who've scored or played, 5 have scored, led by the modest 5 points by Trey Flatt. 4 apiece for Brock Buckley and Noah Hedrick. 2 apiece for Jonah Bronger and Graham Shelton. The rebounding battle, this is a significant number. 20 for Guerin Catholic, 6 for Covenant Christian. The assists are heavily favoring Guerin Catholic. 2 times the amount of Covenant Christian. 8-4 is that battle. The turnovers, 9 for Guerin Catholic, 6 for Covenant Christian. That, Brent Young, is something that you would look at as this would favor Covenant Christian. Then you get turnovers, but it doesn't look like they've got enough turnovers. They haven't capitalized on the fast break buckets that's so integral to their offense.
Yeah, and you also, when you have like a 3 turnover differential, you want to see, okay, well, we have these many turnovers, well, then we should have more shot attempts than Guerin Catholic does, and that is just not the rebounding has just been it's been dominant so far by this Guerin Catholic team, and that's also something that we expected coming into the game as well. It's just the fact that the rebounding is going to be something to continue and watch out for, and it's been the big time rebounding offensively, especially off the bench. Matt Parento had a fantastic first half, and he's a big reason why they're in the lead right now.
Another something to look at is Covenant Christian has taken 10 3-pointers. That's something that they're trying to shoot over the Guerin Catholic zone, and that has not gone very well. They've hit one of them. Guerin Catholic has been much more modest in the 3-point shooting. but they made 2 of the 5, so 40% is better than 10%.
Yes, it is. And then it's just simply, can you corral what you've been able to do well, and can you exemplify that and continue to push it? If you double the turnover that you have had, and then cut down on the offensive rebounds given up, you're right back in this basketball game, and you just need to focus on getting that inside going. And that's something that they were able to do on that final offensive possession, finding a great pass down low to Noah Hedrick, and he was able to finish through contact. You got to get more out of Hedrick here in the second half. He had a couple of decent times, a couple of decent plays in that first half, but you need him to step up and really be a reason why they do well here in the second half.
Hey, Brent, not to completely change topics, but would you be interested in getting a $25 gift card to Aspen Creek Grill?
I would not mind it. Here they have this really good shrimp dish called the Pow Wow Shrimp. I heard it's spectacular.
We know a way you can win that.
How do you do that?
Is by answering the Aspen Creek Grill trivia question, which goes something like this. Now, it sounds obscure, but hang in there. What occurred in the 1989-1990 season during the Girls State Finals game that had nothing to do with the outcome of the game? So what happened during a game that had nothing to do with the game? And this is a prominent event. The hints: the weather was a factor. Many fans were 105 miles away from home, and the championship game was played at Market Square Arena.
Gosh,
so if you're Sherlock Holmes, piece that together.
Yeah, I mean, if you travel that far and the weather's really bad, you probably can't travel home afterwards.
Yeah.
Gosh, all the hotels are probably going to be too expensive that late in advance. I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
If you know the answer, tweet it to @IndianaSRN with the hashtag Aspen Creek Trivia. We will draw a winner from the correct answers. The winner will receive a $25 gift card to Aspen Creek Grill in Noblesville, Indiana. The winner will be notified by our SRN sports team Sunday afternoon. Special thanks to Aspen Creek Grill in Noblesville for sponsoring high school sports on Indiana SRN. Indiana SRN, we are always in the game, and we're back in the game. Guerin Catholic, who has the first possession of this third quarter, working towards our left, moving from the right to the left, dumping it down low. McGinnis has been the recipe for success all game long, and it is here. 12 points for McGinnis. The lead is up to 9.
He's been impressive. He's been a really, really good player underneath the basket for this Guerin team.
Flat drives baseline, kicks it into the corner. Buckley not even thinking about a three with Luke Godfrey in his face. The ball swings around the perimeter and now ends up in the hands of Ethan Modlin, right side of the arc, looks back to Flat. Godfrey again in his face as the 2-3 zone has just been too pesky by Guerin Catholic. The ball, this pass was from Modlin to Bradley and is poked away by Kean Sills. Out of bounds in favor of the Warriors.
Sills is a player that has not been able to get going at all for Guerin Catholic. See if maybe defense leads to offense for him, and Covenant's just been doing a great job containing the talented senior.
Bradley into the corner to Modlin, back to Bradley in front of the Covenant Christian bench. Covenant Christian wearing their home white screen numbers outlined in black. Flat a three from the right side, good.
That might be what they've been missing in this basketball game. They shot 10 three-pointers in the first half and made one of them. Maybe that's something that can open up that lid.
Here's Sills all alone the right side, but the shot was no good. The putback by Parento is 8 points for Matt off the bench, the senior, and the lead is at 8. 28-20, 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. Covenant Christian looking to find a way around that zone again. They were able to get a three last time. The third quarter brought to you by Morales Group. Building better futures one story at a time. 317-472-7600. 6:14 on the scoreboard. 8-point lead for Guerin Catholic. Bradley gets it to Buckley in the right corner, up top to Modlin. He's looking towards his left to Flat, but Sills didn't let him do it. Then Buckley mishandles the ball. It's a 3-on-1 outbreak from Guerin Catholic, and Babilia doesn't miss that one. 5 points for him, and the lead is up to 10 again.
That was great defense there by Modlin, just defending both players, but a great finish by Babilia right over the top of Modlin.
30-10, matching the biggest lead of the game for Guerin Catholic. Covenant Christian still having trouble with an aggressive now 2-3 zone. The Golden Eagles not letting the Warriors get anywhere. In front of the Warrior bench was Buckley, who had a turnover last possession. Hedrick thought about a three on the right side. He swings it all the way across the court to his counterpart, Buckley. Dumps it down low. Flat the reverse. It was blocked by Parento. This putback is blocked by Parento. And if you could tell by the reaction, there was a foul called, and some of the referees in purple and gold did not like it.
You know, and they're not going to give it to Parento. They're going to instead give it to Bernie McGinnis, which is the right decision to do there, because that was an absolute all-ball block by Parento. But you know, so I looked over at the Guerin sideline, and Bobby Allen didn't move a muscle because he can't. But you know, you kind of want to expect a little bit more action from the sideline, and you saw it there with that big block.
Flat goes 1 of 2 from the line, missing the second. The rebound is ripped away by Hedrick into the corner. Buckley pump fake to 3. 9 points for Trey Flat. He's got 4 of them here in this third quarter. He has the ball top of the key, right side, Hedrick. Pump fakes a pass, back up top, Maudlin. Now to Hedrick, right side, into the corner. Buckley a 3 from the corner pocket. That's long, no good. Babilia gets the rebound, pressured by 2 Warriors. Sills now fires a pass with his right hand. It's an easy 3-on-1. However, an offensive foul is called, I think, on McGinnis.
Yeah, they're going to say
or
it's
Parento.
against. Yeah. They say Parento was boxing out the defender, not allowing him to have access to the basketball, and that's normally a call that doesn't get called. It's normally something that they let play through, because you know, you could say he was posting up looking for the entry pass or something along those sorts, but this wide open on a fast break where literally there's only 3 players down there, it's going to be wide open to see that, and a good call.
Trailing by 9, Covenant Christian working on our right. The whole front court for Guerin Catholic has changed. Hedrick looks to take advantage, but his shot was way long. Sills the rebound. Now picks up his dribble in a terrible spot, but he's able to salvage it by getting it to Gillis, who gets it to Godfrey. Fires a pass into the corner. It's Babilia a 3. There you go.
That's back breaking right there. Babilia quiet in the second, big first quarter. Now here a big third.
Biggest lead of the game for Guerin Catholic, 33-21. 4 minutes to go in this third quarter, brought to you by the Morales Group. Up top, Maudlin. Inside, Flat pivots towards the center of the paint and draws another foul. He's excellent at doing that.
Yeah, you know, when you get action in the middle of the zone, it's going to happen. The defense has to collapse. You get the 2 guards that are at the top of the 2-3 zone. They crash down, and they get, you know, whistles they shouldn't get. That was a good foul.
Hedrick tries the 3, follows it up, soars in for his rebound, and the putback is in.
Wow.
Noah Hedrick's woken up.
Good shooters follow their shots because they know where it's going to miss. 40% three-point shooter, showed it there.
Down low, Gillis, right hand out for a pass from Babilia is good. First points of the game for Matthew Gillis.
Yeah, you know.
Flat quickly the other way. He misses. Hedrick fires in for another rebound, and a jump ball's called, and it's going to stay with Covenant Christian. They're not even going to let you talk, Brent.
Yeah, you know, well, I mean, Gillis, he did not perform out of the gates that Bobby Allen wanted to. Parento came in and gave fantastic minutes. He got a bulk of the minutes up to this point. Now let's see if Gillis can respond and get some good play time himself.
Maudlin inbounds into a corner 3 from Buckley. That's no good. The Warriors have shot the 3 ball terribly so far. But here's a reckless pass that's intercepted at 70 feet away from the basket. Flat will take it almost the whole way. Set up a Maudlin 3. That's nothing but net.
That is going to drive Bobby Allen crazy. Defense leading to offense. Scotty Flat likes it.
A little sloppy, but Guerin gets it across the timeline. Up and under, no good from Godfrey. Rebound Buckley. And a little bit of momentum here for Covenant Christian. Through the lane was Buckley. They're going to say he's fouled on the floor. Take your pick. There are 3 Golden Eagles around him.
You know, I love that 3-point shot by Maudlin. No hesitation. Just fired it up. Only his second made 3-pointer of his entire season. But they need point production out of him with 2 big-time players out.
And we've seen both of them, actually. He just shoots it very well in our presence.
Exactly. Good luck, charm.
Brent Young alongside. I'm Jonathan Mathis. Covenant Christian feeling a lot more aggressive now. Into the corner, Trey Flat. He thought about a 3. Got bumped by Osborne. Didn't matter. Sends it to Hedrick. Right side, 3-point arc. Inside, Buckley. Aggressive move, and he's fouled by Matthew Gillis. Gillis' first 5 team fouls in a hurry in this half. None for Covenant Christian.
They are finally getting good passes, entry passes into the middle of the zone, and being able to try and look and see if the shot is there or pass it back out off the miss.
Buckley at the free throw line. He is a 81% free throw shooter. Very impressive freshman for his coach Flatt. The first free throw, flick of the wrist. Maybe I jinxed him. It's no good.
He is a good free throw shooter, though. I mean, he's the best free throw shooter on the team, and at one point, he was hovering right around that 90 percentile, in a very important game with the opportunity to choose whatever free throw shooter you want to. It was Scotty Flatt sending out his young freshman to take a couple of easy ones.
He makes the second one. 5 points for Buckley. It is an 8-point game. The Covenant Christian has cut into what was here's a reckless turnover. Babilia and Sills are not on the same page. Sills zigged when Babilia thought he was going to zag. And here's Covenant Christian, 8-point. The Guerin Catholic lead at 8. Now Covenant looking to cut into it more, make it a 2-possession game. Right side, Bradley up top to Buckley, looks over to Chikamba, back up top to Buckley. He looked left, he looks right, he goes to Modlin, thinks about a three, did everything but shoot it. Up top to Chikamba, left side. Now here is Brent, what's interesting, we've seen a more patient offense from Covenant Christian after what the aggressive one was working.
Yeah, this is an offense that you don't really have the shooters that you have at the last one.
Hedrick fires a three. Ooh. Never mind. There's one. He buries it from the right top.
Yep. And that's going to drive Guerin crazy. That's the only player on the court right now, sans Buckley, who knocks down the occasional one, that can shoot the three. And you left him open.
Babilia, McGinnis underneath. Now from McGinnis to Gillis, and he gets his 4th point of the game to stem the bleeding. It leads up to 7. Chikamba loses the ball inside of the Warrior paint, and it's a jump ball is called, and this will go the opposite direction towards our left with Guerin Catholic. And now a pause.
Chikamba just trying to do too much on that play, and loose ball, and that's just a personal conflict. And we're talking with Coach Flatt about that. Turnovers are okay if they're kind of an effort turnover, mm-hmm. But when it's just a careless turnover and an unforced error, which that last one was, and you pile on top of that with a needless foul, it's just something that you really can't do. But this is a young, inexperienced lineup. You're missing Cameron Schurig and Sam Fulbright. We've already talked about that, and you're still in this basketball game.
And here is a non-call as Osborne barreled through Chikamba. Chikamba fell down. Osborne lost the ball. No harm done. Kean Sills gets it to McGinnis, top of the key to Babilia, the left side nearest us. He shoves off Modlin, and they're going to call it on him.
A little bit of a makeup call there. As you mentioned, Chikamba took on a lot of contact. Could have been an offensive call on the far sideline. Instead, they get a later offensive foul call. And so either way, they say the makeup call doesn't exist, and I say yes, it does.
Cameron Osborne, spelled with a K, subs in for Babilia, and something that foul is very prominent, Brent, because it's now Covenant Christian is 1 foul short of the bonus.
Wow. I didn't even notice that until now. That is quite the differential.
That's what happens, folks. Stay with us, Indiana SRN. We'll keep you informed on all the things you might miss. Into the corner, Gus Chikamba looks up top to Buckley. He can hit that three, but he's not looking to shoot it. Hedrick has been on fire this quarter. He's got 6 points so far. He's into the paint, pump fakes it out to Chikamba around the bend. Buckley, Modlin, he drives in, pops a J, and misses off the back iron. It looked like it was going to fall, but it did not. And here's Oswald, working across the timeline, the Warrior logo, and Chikamba pokes it away, dives on the ball, flips it up to Modlin, battling with a much bigger Gillis, circles out. Now it's Bradley looking inside. The right hand, no good. The putback, Buckley, no, and the foul called.
Activity leads to open opportunity. Activity there defensively by Chikamba led to the scramble defense by Guerin, led to the foul with the open shot right at the basket. A fantastic job and a brilliant take by Buckley through the contact. Almost finished the three-point play.
Buckley at the line. He was 1 of 2 last time. And now Guerin Catholic is in the bonus. The first free throw good. 6 for Buckley. Subs coming in. Davis Schlichties checks in for Guerin Catholic.
And look who it is.
Oh, hey, it's the new guy, Caleb Crane. The artist formerly known. Wearing the joke here is the second free throw is good. 3 of 4 is Buckley in this quarter. But Sam Fulbright, who's gone on a mission trip, helping spread the gospel around the world, and he may not be here, but his jersey is, and is currently adorned, Caleb Crane.
It's pretty wild. Not often that all of a sudden, if you just watch old grainy film, you won't be able to see the faces. You might say, hey, is that Sam Fulbright out there?
My eyes deceive me. Osgood almost, he fouled off, but he traveled. He picked up his dribble and shuffled the feet.
And it's been the defense amped up. The second half of this third quarter has been controlled defensively by Covenant Christian.
So it is a 5-point game. 22 and 2/10 seconds. The lead for Guerin Catholic was 12 earlier this quarter, down to 5, 19. The clock is running. Buckley up top to Chikamba, wearing number 30. It's a green 30 on his white uniform. 10 seconds now. He's dribbling between his legs. He's sizing up Guerin. It's to Buckley with 5. Up top to Shelton. Back to Buckley. Now to Chikamba in the corner. Goes baseline. Up top. Shelton's got a fire at the buzzer. Good! 37-35. That's the end of 3. Stay tuned, and an action-packed fourth quarter is upcoming on Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
At Lawrence Baking Company, we'll provide you with wholesale bakery products on bulk orders. If you have a special occasion coming up, don't worry. You'll get first-rate bakery products at affordable prices. Treat your taste buds by savoring our delicious bakery products that include donuts, Danish pastries, cookies, muffins, pies, and bagels. We also provide delivery services at $3. If you're unable to reach us, our skilled crew will come to you with your order.
Lawrence Baking Company, 317-897-6850.
Having an electrical problem? Berkner Electric has your solution. We provide professional residential and commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. With more than 30 years of experience, we have a reputation for safety, excellence, and competitive pricing. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured for your protection. Electrical work can be shocking, so leave that problem to the pros at Berkner Electric. Call for a free estimate, 317-773-7663.
You're listening to IndianaSRN.org.
Welcome to the McIntyre Imaging fourth quarter. The Guerin Catholic had a big lead. It was 12 in the third, but it's gone to 2 now. Guerin on the attack, however, after Covenant Christian had a failed possession. The Luke Godfrey shot's no good. A jump ball and one player thrown to the ground, and he's going to be picked back up. The tensions are a little high, Brent Young.
Yeah, a 12-2 run right now by Covenant Christian, and that's obviously not going to be something that Guerin Catholic enjoys. They had a 12-point lead in this basketball game, and now the 12-2 run makes this a 2-point game. It's been a great job by Covenant, not giving up, amping up the defense, turning the defense into offense.
Welcome to the McIntyre Imaging fourth quarter, where we take pictures of everything, including a Kean Sills missed baseline jumper. Rebound, Covenant Christian. Dre Flatt on the attack. His red ponytail bobbing as he runs up into the painted area, kicking it back to Gus Chikamba, sides up his defender to Shelton. Now into the corner to Bronger. He's not going to shoot from there. He's a fullback. He doesn't like the corner three. Up top to Trey Flatt, and he's going to let the offense reset. Brent Young, we've seen a Covenant Christian was in single digits in both of the first 2 quarters. They almost doubled to 18 in the third quarter. An offensive explosion from the recently aggressive Warrior team. Guerin's 2-3 zone has been very stout so far this entire game before Covenant seemed to crack it. And now they have new life. Down 2, Chikamba up and under the arms of McGinnis. No good. Parento the rebound. It is up to Sills. He fires an Andrew Luck pass to McGinnis, who lays it in.
Wow. And great finish there by McGinnis. But, I tell you what, 4 for 7 from 3 in the second half for this Covenant Christian team. That's the reason why they were able to bounce back into the game.
The lead for Guerin is 4. Chikamba for Covenant Christian moving towards our right. Had the ball, gives it to Bronger. Now it's Flat through the lane. His shot's blocked. He gets it back. Maybe dove to save it into a couple chairs. And it will be Guerin ball, not for the lack of effort from Trey Flatt. He dinged himself in the last game on a thigh contusion, and now he looks in he's in pain now on the baseline to our right. And we're going to step away for a moment on Indiana SRN. We are always in the game.
Thanks to Rick McIntyre and McIntyre Imaging for their support of Christian radio and sports. Their service is capturing moments in time and images that provide a record of the celebrations, blessings, and gifts the Lord has given. McIntyre Imaging Products gives their clients a snapshot of life for family and future generations. You may reach Rick and his staff at McIntyre Imaging at www.mcintyreimaging.com.
Trey Flatt has walked to the training room, which was literally right behind him by 5 feet. Guerin Catholic now inbounds the ball, moving towards our left. Godfrey picks up his dribble across the half-court line, hands it off to Kean Sills. Now to Godfrey, right corner in front of the Guerin bench, up top to Sills, fires a deep three from Steph Curryland, and he hit it. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, how about that for your first shot and first make? Sills, the second leading scorer, one of the better players. A lot of people might argue the best player on this Guerin Catholic team. Just nets his first made bucket, and that's a big three. Put them up 7. And you know what? You cannot fault the effort of Flatt. It's good to see Trey Flatt walk back out because you need him very, very much in this fourth quarter. It would be detrimental if he somehow was not able to finish this game. Oh, the Aspen Creek trivia question again. Here we are. What occurred in 89 to 90 other than my birth in February in the girls' state finals that had nothing to do with the outcome of the game? If you know the answer, tweet it to @IndianaSRN with the hashtag Aspen Creek Trivia. The weather was a factor. Many fans traveled 105 miles from home. The championship game was played at Marcus Square Arena. Go.
Brent slipped that in as Covenant Christian was able to inbound the ball. Trey Flatt rejoins his teammate on the bench. 5:44 to go here in this game. It has been an interesting one, an exciting third quarter. Jonah Bronger flung up a shot on the baseline. He missed it, got his rebound, and he got the basket to go to foul.
That's my Jonah Bronger. That's how he runs the football. It's a lot of power, a lot of strength, and a lot of intensity. He's a fantastic football player, and he showed strength, intensity, and aggression on that grab and putback.
The free throw is flipped up and good. His shot kind of looks like what Rick Smits used to do. He is a 100% free throw shooter on the year, and that one, true to his resume, was true, and the lead has been cut back to 4. McGinnis inbounds it to Babilia. Babilia bounces it violently up to McGinnis, who almost traveled, then he traveled, and he's right at midcourt. The fans for Covenant Christian are excited. The fans for Guerin Catholic are furious. It is Covenant Christian basketball with 5.5 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, full court press. Great job. Covenant Christian, again, the defense, they're doing so well. They just need to get some offensive production. They're getting the stops they need. They just need to respond with an offensive make.
In white, Covenant Christian moving towards our right, and here's a foul. I believe that was the makeup one you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, Gus Chikamba, he's going to pick it up. An interesting call because now it's going to give it back, and Chikamba was way far away from the basketball. You cannot pick up those bad fouls.
Picking up his dribble in a dangerous spot was Babilia, and it's stolen by Hedrick, going the right way with the right hand. It's a 2-point game.
Hedrick. Fantastic job.
McGinnis taking it the length of the court, dumping it off to the right side to Godfrey. He's going to calm things down in front of the Guerin bench. Looking for a screen, gets it from Parento. Now it's up top to McGinnis, to Babilia, the left side, guarded by Gus Chikamba, up top to Parento. He lobs it into Hedrick. It's poked away by Ben Bradley. Nice play by number 11.
Yeah, the size isn't there with a couple of players out. Great to see Trey Flatt checking back into the basketball game. But, you saw Ben Bradley step in and make the right play. Big-time glue guy is Ben Bradley.
The inbound will be Kean Sills, wearing number 1 for Guerin Catholic. It's to Godfrey, up top to Babilia. Now it's to Sills, loses a 3, hit the back iron. It looked good until it hit the rim. McGinnis fights for the rebound and gets it to go. 16 for Bernie.
And you know what? It was Gus Chikamba just looking at it. You got to put the body on him.
Chikamba firing quickly. He misses. McGinnis gets the rebound. Underneath, and he's fouled by Chikamba, or is it a timeout by Guerin?
We'll see what they give.
The fans want the foul first. The referees are discussing. There's 4:27 left in this game. Timeout, Guerin Catholic.
Interesting.
This will let us have the opportunity to remind you that Indiana SRN will bring you the webcast Boys Varsity Cities Alliance semifinals on Saturday, January 19th, beginning at 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. We're going to play 2, and then the finals are on Monday, January 21st at 8 p.m. The webcast is available at indianasrn.org, brought to you by CIV LED Lighting Solutions, Piper Logistics, and the family of networks, Indiana SRN. Indiana SRN, we are always in the game. 4-point game here, Brent Young. With 4 minutes to go, it feels like this could go anyway.
Yeah, midway through the fourth, it kind of seems like when Guerin was getting ready to stretch it back out again, before you know it, back comes Covenant with the defensive takeaway and then response with some point production on the offensive end. So, it's a very impressive to see both sides truly battle. A lot of battle all the way into this deep in the basketball game. And, I expect this one to truly come down to the very end, whether it be, a big shot made or a big defensive stop or a turnover. These two teams are battling at it, and you can truly tell Covenant, they're fighting through the adversity that they're going through, and they're doing a really good job on their home court.
Guerin has broken their huddle first. It is Bernie McGinnis, Kean Sills, Joseph Babilia, Luke Godfrey, and Matt Parento. Covenant Christian will counter with Ben Bradley, Brock Buckley, Ethan Modlin, Trey Flatt, and Noah Hedrick picking up his dribbles. Babilia, he's in serious trouble. He's sandwiched by 2 players. It's a long 5 seconds. The ball is out of bounds. I think they're giving the ball to Guerin Catholic.
I thought that actually went off Guerin Catholic again right there on the sideline. Instead, they're going to call it. Still going to give it to him. Interesting.
Godfrey picks it up. The clock is already ticking on him. He inbounds it to McGinnis. Deep into the backcourt. He will get it across the timeline. It is a genuflecting Warrior right before us. Babilia took it in near the paint. Kicks it out to Sills. He wants a screen from Parento. He gets a screen from Parento, but backs it up into the corner. Babilia right in front of the Guerin Catholic bench. Up top to McGinnis. Left side. Now attacking is Godfrey. And a whistle. A bump. Trey Flatt. His second foul.
Yeah, the screen was a little bit of one of those pass handoff, and then you get contact. That's called a foul all the time. And why they didn't call it there is interesting. I think McGinnis could have get pinned with one.
Babilia inbounded to McGinnis. He wanted to go back down to him as he cut to the baseline. Babilia picked up his dribble, bounces it into McGinnis. He will attack and gets a friendly roll. It rolled all the way around before falling in. 18 for Bernie McGinnis.
He's having a really good game. Yeah, he's just smart and patient.
Buckley buries a 3 to answer as the lead is cut to 3.
That guy's a freshman, right?
He is.
Wow.
He's shooting 38% from 3. It feels better. McGinnis looks to attack into the corner. Babilia, will he answer a 3 of his own? No good. Godfrey pops the rebound. That's no good. A Golden Eagle fell to the ground. It's Bradley leading the attack. Hedrick into the paint. Draws some contact. Misses. Babilia the rebound. 3 minutes left. It feels like forever. And his pass is long for Sills. Turnover again.
Yeah, that's just a bad pass. You've got a 3-point lead, and every possession is crucial, and that's why you're going to see Babilia get taken out of this game because, you cannot make a full-court pass like that. Sure, he had Sills running, but it would have had to take a perfect pass to catch Sills in motion with enough time to lay it up in it.
It is a 3-point game with exactly 3 minutes. Now we're inside that. Trey Flatt working towards his right. Buckley, who just hit a 3, to Hedrick. A step inside the free 3-point line. No good. Flatt the rebound from the free throw line. He looks to attack on Godfrey. Picks up his dribble. Hedrick had an opportunity to tie the game. Dumps it back to Flatt. This would tie it. Ben Bradley. No good. Flatt the rebound into the paint. Ups and kicks it into the corner. Hedrick, 3-ball corner pocket. No good. Flatt another rebound. How many possessions are they going to get, Brent Young?
It's big time. Big time offensive rebounds. Giving Guerin a little taste of their own medicine, if you will.
2 minutes, 23 seconds. It's all calm now. Looking to attack again. Modlin at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Hedrick moving towards his right. Cross the ball behind his back. Buckley, Flatt, has some space. Passes up a 3 opportunity. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. He might have had another one, but the Guerin defense has rebounded with 2 minutes to go here in a very hotly contested matchup between two teams that were trending in opposite directions before this game. Hedrick just threw the ball into the Covenant Christian bench. He thought Buckley was going to cut outside. Buckley cut inside, and that's what happened.
Backdoor cuts are crucial when it's man-to-man defense, which is what Guerin switched to there. And you looking for the back door was Buckley, and then a little bit of miscommunication. As you mentioned, unfamiliar players playing with each other.
And here's a whistle. Josh Osborne was driving up the sideline into Buckley, hit him right in the chest, but this was at half court, and it was out of bounds, and a foul, I believe, on Brock Buckley, his first, team's fourth.
And they have so much time on the clock right now. You've got to just get a good defensive stop. Don't press, and you've got a lot of fouls to give as well.
1:40 on the clock. Into the corner. Osgood. He kicks it over across the court to Schlichty. Back to number 5. It is Cameron Oswald. He go up top to Sills. Sills guarded by Trey Flatt. Gets some space. Pops a three from the top. He leaves it short, though. It's still a one-possession game. And Flatt fell down. He might have been tripped accidentally by Sills. Hedrick lines up a three for the tie. Bang!
Wow. Here we go.
46-46, and here's a turnover, maybe. No personal foul on Ben Bradley. Right in front of the Warrior student section.
We mentioned who's going to step up and have a really good game for this Covenant Christian team, and it has been Noah Hedrick. Noah Hedrick with a giant three-point shot to knock this one up at 46. A minute 10 left. We'll see what Guerin Catholic does on this possession.
Osborne has been able to draw some fouls. He's guarded by Buckley. It's a problem for Buckley. He gives up deep fouls. At him out midcourt. He plays it smart here. 60 seconds to go. Tie game. Third tie of the game. The ball goes off of Bradley. Osborne lost it off the chest of Bradley, which saved the opportunity for Guerin Catholic with 57 and 7/10 seconds to go.
Yep, a lot of time left still. You've got to get a good look if you're Guerin Catholic. And then defense. Continue playing the exact way that you have.
The inbound, Osborne, excuse me. He works it towards midcourt with 54 seconds left in the McIntyre Imaging fourth quarter, where we take pictures of everything. Give us a call, 317-997-9570. The ball is loose. It's stolen by Covenant Christian. Trey Flatt, and the Warriors lead.
Wow. Timeout taken by Scotty. Yeah, you know what? That is just a brilliant job. You saw they've been doing it the entire time. It's a dribble handoff, and they are constantly looking for the dribble handoff right at the top of the key. And right there, just simply taking the ball away was Trey Flatt. He wanted it more than Guerin Catholic did, and he was able to finish the pick six with the lay-in and to take the lead. Wow.
It is the it's the third, or what is it? It's the fourth lead change of the game. It is Covenant Christian's second lead. Brent, ties Covenant's biggest lead of the game at 2 points.
Yeah, and I want to go back to that play. You might not have seen it, but it was the step back shot by Sills. Not a good shot at all. Right in the face of him was Trey Flatt, even with the step back, and the Flatt kind of started leaking out, and Sills did trip him. It was a trip. The entire sideline saw it, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, that did a scramble. You get a lot of noise from the crowd. Defense does not know who to pick and choose, and then the hero of the basketball game, Noah Hedrick, steps into an open three to tie up the basketball game. Just a brilliant job on defense, leading to offense for Covenant Christian. We talked about it leading into the game. They needed to do it defensively first, and then the offense would come, and this is just truly evidence of that. So, another, foul to give? Use it at the right time.
38 and 8/10 seconds to go in this one. Covenant Christian leads for the first time since early in the first quarter, and a mishandled ball on the baseline. Cameron Oswald turns it over right under the Warrior basket. The Covenant Christian Warriors will get the ball again right under their basket, and another timeout for Scott Flatt. And we're going to take one, too. This is Indiana SRN. We're always in the game.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
We're building those futures here. If you're about building better futures one story at a time, come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
You're listening to Indiana SRN, God's Word 24/7, and sports.
Welcome back. High above Andrew Smith Court here at Covenant Christian High School. The Covenant Christian Warriors trailed almost the entire game. They trailed by as much as a dozen. They lead now with 37 seconds to go, 48-46, and they had the ball after a untimely turnover by Guerin Catholic under their own basket. Who do you go to here, Brent Young?
Just get the ball in first and foremost. That's the main thing you got to do. And I want to see Buckley flash and get open and catch this ball.
Flat looks for Buckley, who did get open. He did catch the ball. He looks up top to Ethan Maudlin with 32 seconds left, and he draws a foul on Babilia. And that will bring free throws up for Ethan Maudlin. Covenant Christian is in the bonus. They're not in the double, however.
Yes. You need to, if you are Covenant Christian, knock down both of these free throws, make it a two-possession game. You send Maudlin to the line, who's a good free throw shooter, 75%. Hasn't been there all that much so far this year, but he's a trusty junior veteran who can knock him down.
Matt Parento has checked back in. Ethan Maudlin, as Brent said, 75% on the year. Has not taken a free throw yet tonight. It's on the way. The lead is 3.
Hits off that back and falls through. A little close, a little dicey, but he gets the roll.
Guerin Catholic, a brilliant three-point shooting team, 36% on the year. Currently, that would be good enough to tie. Maudlin can make it a two-possession game if this goes. It does. 5 points for Ethan Maudlin, 50-46. Babilia across the timeline, in a flash, into the paint, goes up with the right hand, and that goes down. A beautiful play by Joseph Babilia.
Yes.
10 for him. Timeout, Guerin Catholic. And so, Brent, let's play a little bit. Put the coaching hat on you.
Yes.
Coach Scott Flatt for Covenant Christian. What do you want to see on this? Because you're assuming Guerin, you're expecting him to foul?
Hi, my name is Scott Flatt, and I am telling my team we need to get the ball across the half-court line. I don't care if it takes us 8-7 seconds, but they're going to try and trap us in the backcourt. They're not going to foul us right away. They're going to try and get the early steal, and then they're going to look to foul. So we need to be smart with the basketball and get it across the timeline. Then after that, it's just all about confidence and having the ability to knock down free throws with beautiful release.
Now, Guerin coach Bobby Allen, what are you looking forward to?
Hi, my name is Bobby Allen. I am head coach of the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles. Our number one objective on this one will be to try and get a 5-second call against Covenant. We're going to pressure the inbounder, and then we're going to add on top of that with forcing a double team and a trap once they do inbound the basketball. If they get it across half court, we're going to foul right away and give the opportunity to win this with free throw game back and forth. And it looks like they're actually not going. Here comes the full court press.
Guerin was so focused they walked to the defensive side of the court, but they break the huddle with Josh Osborne, Davis Schlichty, Bernie McGinnis, Joseph Babilia, and I believe Kean Sills. The inbound from Bradley across the court. It was intercepted by Godfrey, but a foul is called, and a bunch of people are about to be really mad.
I don't like the call. They're going to say that he held him, maybe on the pass. You can't. It's a bit of a bailout. You can't reward a bad decision. That's a bad decision to go with the home run pass there, and it would have led to a turnover. Instead, you're going to say it was a foul on the inbound, and the official was very far away from it. Very interesting.
Trey Flatt's first free throw on the way. It is good. The lead is back up to 3. Flatt is a 75% free throw shooter. Little offense-defense substitution. Schlichty is out. Parento is in. It is still a one-possession game with 24 and 2/10 seconds to go. Flatt dribbles it twice. Fires. That is good. 13 for Trey Flatt, the coach's son. Babilia gets it across the timeline with 20 seconds. Kicks it into the corner, but the pass was wide for Luke Godfrey. And it is Covenant Christian ball with 19 and 1/10 seconds to go. It is the biggest lead of the game for Covenant Christian with 4.
Now you got to foul right away. Yeah, the second they inbound it, it's a foul right away.
52-48. The inbounds goes to Trey Flatt. He picks up his dribble, flings it to a wide open Noah Hedrick, and he's going to lay it in with the left hand. The clock is running, 8 seconds. Now 7, 6. Babilia shovels off to Godfrey. 4, 3. It's not going to matter. Covenant Christian has come back and won. The final score, Covenant Christian 54, Guerin Catholic 48. Stay tuned. The Aspen Creek Grill postgame show is next. I'm Jonathan Mathis. Brent Young will be with you in a minute on Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.